Hey y'all, and welcome to the channel. So in this week's episode, we're going to be doing some driving tours, and I'm going to be showing you a couple different parts of the community that you might find interesting and kind of the benefits that come with living in those areas. And over the last year, what the price points have been. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's hop right into it. So our first area we got to talk about is the hospital area. This area is right down by the hospital, actually. We have a little hospital here, and it's right down by the hospital. A lot of doctors live in this area. What's nice about this area is it's a new and upcoming area. So there's a lot of vacant lots that are continuing to get built on. We do have a builder who is building in the area, Smart Dwellings. They're building roughly about 11 homes a year, and the majority of those buildings are right down by the hospital, which is super nice. These houses in this area, there is some fixer-up houses, and then there's some brand new houses, and then there's a whole bunch of empty lots as well. So if you are looking for a newer house, this might just be the area for you. So these houses range anywhere from $177,000 all the way up to $490,000. The bedrooms and bathrooms, 2 beds, 1 bath, and all the way up to 4 beds, 3 baths. So that's what you can expect down here. There is a couple little parks down here as well. So if you're interested in any properties down here, definitely let me know, and we'll hop over into a second group. Our second group has to be the twin homes. So in our community in the 80s, there was a huge boom to the oil field. There is a bunch of, in Utah, they would call these homes duplexes. But here in Wyoming, you can actually own one side of a duplex, which makes it super affordable, especially for first-time home buyers looking to get into a home fairly inexpensive, because these properties this last year's have sold anywhere from like 177 all the way up to 215,000. They are kind of small, and they do have stairs. Most of them have stairs. The bathrooms, you're looking anywhere from 1.5 to 1 3/4 if they've done some remodels to them in the last year. Only 2 of these have sold in the last year, so they don't come up very often, but they are super nice for those first-time home buyers. There is a couple parks in the area, and what's nice about them is it's super close to Smith's as well. So super close to Smith's and super close to some of the elementary schools. The next area we got to talk about is the Native American streets. So the reason why we call them that is all the streets are named like Apache, Navajo Circle. They're all named after Native Americans. There hasn't been a whole lot sold in the last year over there. It is super nice because it is super close to the elementary schools, and you're like right next to the rec center. So if you're wanting to go work out, it's easy to get in there and go work out. These homes range from 190 to 340,000. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, up to 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. I do like that there is trees in this area. There's lots of great trees, and yeah, it's super nice area. I enjoy it, but again, a lot of these homes were built in the 80s from the big boom. So you will see a couple split level houses. Those were super common in the 80s, so you will see a lot of that. Hey y'all, are you thinking about relocating to Evanston, Wyoming? My team and I have developed the ultimate relocation guide, and it's 100% free. Down in the description, let me know what you think. Have a great day. The next area we got to talk about is Aspen Grove area. I like the Aspen Grove area. I like the size of the lots. Most of them are about 1/2 acre, depending on where you're getting. I've seen as high as like almost 1.5 acres, and they do go smaller, but you can get larger parcels of land up in this area, even up to like 4 acres up on the hillside on Darby Lane. So these houses are a little bit more sought after. They do have a couple parks in the area. There is some natural trees. This area is right out on the highway, it connects from the rec center to the highway, and that highway leads you up to the Uinta Mountains. So super good area to live in. So the prices on these homes range anywhere from $200,000 up to $579,000. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, up to 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. So you can get a pretty large home in this area on a really good lot, which is awesome that you can find in-town lots that are half an acre, and so there's tons of room out there. That's a super area to live in. Our next area has to be the golf course homes. Again, a lot of these homes were built in the 80s. A lot of split entry level homes. It's right next to we do have a golf course. It's called the Purple Sage Golf Course. It is fairly close to there. So if you're big into golfing, want to just drive your golf cart to the golf course, this might be the area for you to live in because it's not terribly far away from the golf course. We don't really have houses on the golf course like in some areas. I've been to some golf courses and they literally have houses in the middle of the field, but these are kind of off to the side and they are mainly built in the 80s. In price range for the golf course houses, we've seen this last year, we've seen as low as $96,000 all the way up to $390, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, up to 5 bedrooms, 2 3/4 baths this last year. There is a little park down there in the area, the Centennial Park. And the way you can kind of know these streets apart, these streets are like Freedom, Liberty, Centennial, and they're all named kind of like after freedom and liberty. So Independence, if you see any of those, it's probably right down in this area. The next area we got to talk about is the Red Mountain area. The Red Mountain area is kind of going north of town. It is a super nice area. It's on a hill though, so you just got to be careful during the winter times. Watch out for ice and snow, but there's a lot of super beautiful homes up in this area. I did sell one this last year on Rimrock Drive, and if you're living on Rimrock Drive on that left hand side, you're against the mountain and you have an amazing overlook of Evanston, Wyoming, especially at nighttime when all the lights are on. It's super pretty. So these houses range from $160,000 all the way up to $437,000, 2 beds, 1 bath, up to 4 beds, 3.5 baths. And that's just sales. All of these figures are sales from the last 12 months. So that's what you're seeing out there for that. There is some natural trees out there, but the overlook is super, super beautiful. I really like it up there. There is some twin homes up there as well. So if you wanted to buy half of a house, half of a duplex, there is a couple of those up there on the lower end of the price range as well. Next off, we got to talk about Kingfisher. I call it the Kingfisher area. Most of the people I know call it the Kingfisher area. It is right behind Rocky Mountain Nursing Home, and these houses are larger and newer and beautiful. A lot of money into a lot of these houses. A lot of them are very large in size and very modern and updated, and it's a great area, great community. If you're looking for a larger home, have a large family, this is the area you need to be probably looking at. Big, beautiful houses. They're on Kingfisher, Red Hawk Drive, and some on Hayden Avenue. But yeah, it's a super, super nice area. It doesn't come up very often just because there's not a ton of houses here. Price range in the total area of that area, we've seen as low as $340 and as high as $775 for the higher end. 3 beds, 3 baths, up to 5 beds, 3 baths. And most of these houses have large garages, pristine landscape. So if you're looking for a newer, beautiful home, well-built homes, this is the area. Definitely check out this area. If you find any of these areas interesting and want to talk to me about them, definitely shoot me a comment below. My contact information is below. Thank you guys so much for checking out our channel, and we'll see you next week.